what secret are they holding from you? All right. So whether it's your parent, your child, your significant other, a best friend, sibling, co-worker, whoever it is, you notice that they are not being forthcoming. They are holding something back. Something just not right. And so let's go ahead and take a deep dive into this reading, this pick a card reading, to see what it is they're holding back and possibly how can you help them if they need help or even if they want help, right? So the cards have already been shuffled. So close your eyes, take a deep breath. Whatever number appears in your mind's eye, 1, 2, or 3, that is what you go with. So if you selected card 1, this is for you. This is adversity, okay? And it says, I accept the challenges. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And this was in a reverse. Now, the first thing that is coming to me, Spirit is saying, with this person, they're the type of person who they don't like to share a lot of their information with other people. Even if you're close to them, they like to keep their private life private. Um, you know, for fear of, burdening other people. They don't like to do that. They don't want people to use things against them eventually. They're just a very, I guess you would say, naturally secretive person. And it may not be for nefarious reasons, but just because they like to keep their personal life personal. And so with this individual, they have either experienced a string of, small issues that have occurred and they're wondering, okay, what's really going on? How do I keep getting to this point? Or it may be one large issue where they're like, okay, what happened? How did I get here? You know what I mean? And it's almost like a domino effect where it gets them to thinking like, okay, so this also happened in my life. And they start just kind of really going back and thinking about the things that's happened in their life. And they're like, okay, why does this seem like a recurring theme? Like, I'm just not noticing this. Like, why did this happen? You know what I mean? So they're in deep contemplation. They're trying to figure out what they need to do to stop a certain thing from occurring in their life, and similar instances from occurring in their life. What I would say about this particular person, you may be able to come to them um, at the right time. um, you may come to them and say, I noticed that, something is just not right, or you may be struggling with something. I just want to let you know that I am here for you, shoulder to lean on, if you need to cry, if you need to yell, if you need to let it out, I'm here for you. And, if it gets hard enough, they'll come to you, okay? Um, and they also may be the type of person who they may not even need or want your advice, but they want someone to kind of be a sounding board so they can just kind of get things off their chest. And they be like, what do you think about this? And you may give, your 2 cents, and they'll take that into consideration and they'll look at the bigger picture and they'll say, okay, this is what I need to do. So not necessarily just going off what you say, but just kind of stepping outside of the situation and allowing them to view it from a different stance from someone who's looking in, and they'll take that into consideration. They'll be like, okay, this is how I handle this situation. This may be where I'm going wrong. Okay, so at the right time, you could be able to step in, just kind of let them know that you're there for them, and then go from there. If you select the card 2, this is for you, the blame card. It says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay, this is an interesting card. This seems like this is a friend. I hope it's a friend, because if it's your significant other, y'all got some issues, okay? Deeper than this. But it feels like it's a friend who just got out of a relationship and has not fully, completely removed themselves from the relationship, meaning they still having issues. Like, they have not healed. Like, they feel as if they've taken responsibility for the demise of the relationship, but they feel that the other person has not taken responsibility or accountability. So they stuck on that. They're like, okay, I've admitted my wrongdoings, but you have not. And it got them stuck. It got them in a chokehold. So they're just like, they're big on the principle of the matter. They're big on people admitting their faults or their wrongs and taking responsibility, because that's what they do. That's their character. So they feel like other people should be the same way. Everybody's not like that. So, this is also the type of person or the friend who don't like people to tell them what to do. So if you come to them and be like, you should do this, you should do that, it could backfire on you. So again, like I said with the first card, you can kind of come to the person when you feel like it's right. Just kind of slip on in there and like drop a seed or be like, I think you might wanna, you know what I mean? And let them know, like, if you're looking for an apology from this person, you might not ever receive it. You might be waiting a lifetime. So it's best for you to not allow this person to have control over you. Now that's where you probably get them. Don't let this person have control over you. Remove yourself from the situation. Even if they don't apologize or admit their wrongdoings, you know what happened in the relationship. You know what the truth is. Learn what you need to learn from this relationship and this situation and move forward. And don't let this relationship anchor you to this period in time where you're stuck and you can't even move on. Even if you move on in another relationship, you will find yourself still stuck with the same issues and you may carry that into the next relationship. So fully disconnect yourself. Bring closure that you need yourself. Heal. Take the learning and the wisdom that you're supposed to have and move forward. All right? So that one was a little tricky. But that's your friend, that's your partner. You can slide that in there. Friendship in the reverse. If you selected card 3, this is for you. All right? This says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay? Now, look. This particular... Hold on, guys. All right. This particular issue deals with your friend. The two of you been cool. You say thick as thieves. Y'all been cool since probably grade school or high school or college. And now at this point, y'all are kind of drifting apart. And your friend is kind of like, what's really going on? Like, did I do something? Did she do something? Did something happen? And this is the type of friendship where it's a little difficult because there was nothing serious that happened. Like, nobody slept with somebody's significant other. Nobody cussed nobody out. It wasn't really nothing that really happened, right? It's just like y'all are not vibing or clicking like y'all used to. Y'all are growing apart. And that's exactly what it is. And it happens. Sometimes we are fortunate to have friendships that last a lifetime. And sometimes they're for a season. I know you heard that before. And then sometimes you have friendships where y'all gonna always be friends. Y'all gonna always have each other back. You know, if you don't talk for a period of time, when you do meet your friend, y'all meet up again, it's like this, you know. And you just have to keep that in mind. There are all different types of friendships, okay? And so even though y'all may not be thick as thieves like y'all used to and hanging out and going out and all this kind of things, you know, life has a way of putting you in different spaces. And so, say for instance, you might be married with children and your friend is not, or you may be married and don't have a child but your friend is single with a child. You know, it puts you in different, the priorities are in different areas. And so, and that's okay. As an adult, you should prioritize what's needed in your life. You know what I mean? So you can adult properly. And so sometimes that kind of pushes you apart or pulls you apart. It's okay. Just know that when y'all do come back together, that is always your friend. When y'all not even together, you sending out positive energy, you praying for them or whatever it is, but you know that this is your friend, okay? So your friend is just trying to figure that out, and y'all may need to sit down and talk about that and come to that realization. But at the end of the day, it's nothing serious that happened. It's just life.